Hello everyone, David here and welcome to BrickVault. The Y-Wing is one of the most iconic ships in Star Wars and probably in all of sci-fi. It was a major component in the Rebel fleet and helped in a number of battles in the war against the Empire, serving as a long-range bomber and snub fighter. The Y-Wing received its name from its iconic Y shape and the absolutely over-proportioned engines. As the successor of the BTL-B Y-Wing that was used in the Clone Wars and that we released a video about just a couple of weeks ago, you can check it out in the top right corner of the video if you like, the BTL Y-Wing had almost all of its outer shell removed for easier repairs and upgrades, which makes a ton of room for what we in the LEGO community call greebling, which is basically just random sci-fi details that make the ship look more complicated and interesting. Keep that in mind while we take a look at this custom creation of the Y-Wing in midi scale designed by Fly in Space, who yet again knocked it out of the park with this one. He is on fire at the moment, pumping out all these incredible creations at a really impressive rate, yet not sacrificing any detail at all. It looks especially cool next to his midi scale 8080, which we also covered a couple of weeks ago. I'd put Jarek's minifig scale Y-Wing here too, but I don't have that in the studio at the moment, so you gotta live with this image comparing the two. Anyways, as always, I'm not only showing you this awesome model because it just plainly looks cool, but because you in front of the screen can actually build this cool desk piece yourself. For that, you need to visit www.brickvault.toys or click the link in the video description where you can buy the instructions together with a parts list that is used to easily order all pieces online. All of our parts lists and instructions have been troubleshot, and especially Fly in Space's instructions are really well crafted and passionately designed, so make sure to support both us and the designer by heading over to brickvault.toys. Anyways, let's jump right into this video. Let your eyes blurry for a bit, and this could very well be a much larger LEGO model or even a movie prop. First thing you're gonna notice is that this is packed with Greebles and details. We have a ton of NPUs here, which means nice parts usage, ranging from microphones, forks, paint rollers, and even handcuffs used. All the details aren't just scattered over the surface, but they're placed mindfully and in different layers, which gives this model a ton of depth and believability. Now, what I found most impressive though is the shape of the cockpit. Especially in such a small scale, it's really difficult to get all angles right and still maintaining a studless look and minimal gaps. This cockpit in such a small scale is better than most of the minifig scale or larger scale cockpit designs I've seen out there, and the way the yellow lines are achieved seems like such a happy coincidence that the parts line up the way they do with the techniques that are being used. The model comes with a really simple black stand that studs into the underside of the ship, which is by the way also really detailed. It wobbles a little bit because it's a simple axle connection from the stand to the model, but you don't have to worry about it breaking. What you do have to worry about though is that you'll most likely be very distracted if this model is displayed on your work desk, but that will be made up for with all the new friends you'll make because of it and the promotion you'll get because you found the best way to relax and recharge after work and have generally reached a higher level of existence and consciousness. Now let's come back to the handling section of this video. This model is fairly easy to handle due to its small size. You can grab it easily from the back and swoosh it around, although I would be careful to not shake it around too much to not lose any detail pieces or the head. There are a ton of small little pieces, especially for all the details, which might get a little out of place from time to time, so some tweaking may be required if you're handling it a lot. But like Fly in Space's other Y-Wing, this also passed the ride to the studio test and arrived in one piece with no details out of place. This is a display model anyways, but its small size and low weight help it be much more rugged than it may appear. So if you want to build this model for yourself, you can find the instructions and parts list on www.brickvault.toys or via the link in the description of this video. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below which other models you would like to see us make here in the studio, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.